we will discuss the prevention of efflorescence in plaster. So we have discussed that how it happens because of the salts contained in different materials, even in water and sand, cement, mortar, or the blocks or the concrete. While doing the concrete, sometimes in those ingredients of the concrete also salts are mixed, so it gives the efflorescence on the surface of the plaster. In that case, we can do the damp proof course DPC if required on the plinth beams, as if is specified by the structural consultant. Efflorescence can be removed only by the clean water to remove the salts of the efflorescence exposed surfaces. The masonry or plastered work should be well protected in the night time and during rain to exclude extra water also. So these are two ways to prevent the efflorescence. In addition to that, there are some chemicals called the neutralizers, which can also be used as specified by the manufacturers to remove the efflorescence. As you see in pictures, and in picture about the flaking in plaster, how it occurs is we will explain like this, that due to some loose mass deposited on the surface of the plaster, the reason is failure of bond between the layers of the plaster. It is essential to remove the flaking area within a scraper or sharp knife or something like that till the entire surface is scraped. Getting smoother surface, apply the bonding agent and let it be dried, then apply the new plaster above it. This is the only remedy of the flaking of plaster. Peeling of the plaster. The plaster from some portion of the surface comes off and the patches are formed. It is like that the external layer or external surface of the plaster is chipped off sometimes. So such formation is termed as peeling, and it is mainly due to the bond failure between the successive coat of plaster. So we have to guide the masons as to how, if the masons must know, but if if sometime the mason is not taking care, we have to monitor and guide him that how to do the plaster. We have to have the experience of all these things. And how can we prevent the peeling of the plaster? Is perhaps the surface is to be scrabbled using trowel or some sharp uh, tools, or to be cleaned with wire brush even. This helps remove the loose mortar particles stuck to the wall, and then we have to, to rectify the surface. We will discuss in upcoming slide about the prevention to be taken for the peeling of the plaster. Uh, in daily life, we observe that uh, the uneven plaster is the result, and we cannot rectify this type of results by doing the filling or putty coat or something like that, because this is not the correct way. Because for the good engineers and for the good masons, we have to see that the plaster should give the even finished coat, so that on that, if the painting is done, it should not be look odd. So main reason is that we are employing sometimes unskilled masons. There is one of the most important and necessary factor that we have to only engage the skilled workers. The second reason is that the material used for the plaster means that cement and sand and water are not mixed properly and not in proper ratio also. So all these factors are to be taken care of. So for the repairs, normally what we are doing is that we are filling the undulated surfaces by putty or something like that, which is not the correct way in my opinion. But no, nothing else is to be done. We have to take care of the plaster to be as smooth as possible while the progress is going on. So the monitoring of the site engineer, site supervisor is the most important. There are so many reasons of softening of the plaster. The main reason is that if excess water is mixed in cement, sand, mortar, or lime mortar, or any type of ingredients of the 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 mortar, so we have to take care of that excessive water should not be mixed in mortar, and the mason has also to take care that immediately after applying the mortar on walls or structure, he has to use the trowel and smoothen the surface as early as possible so that it should not be softened. And then the moisture, let the moisture to dry, and then only we can finally trowel the plaster to get a smoother surface and without the moisture and without the softening of the moisture. So softness of the plaster is to be removed by taking all these precautions. At few occasions, we found the rusty stains on plaster. The main reason of the rusty stains on plaster is if the expanded metal used below the plaster is rusty, and the expanded metal lathe is fixed with rusty washers or steel washers and iron nails. So all these things are to be avoided because uh, due to the accumulation of the moisture of the plaster, the nails, the rusty expanded metal and rusty washers will expose or transfer the rust to the external surface of the plaster. So we have to avoid any type of these materials to be used. How to remove the stains from the plaster? There are few methods as we can discuss. Wash out all the spots of the plaster of the rust from the plaster by stain remover. There are different stain removers available in the market. If it is not worth or it cannot be done, then we have to do a skim coat over the top of the plaster surface prior to do the painting, and then apply a good primer, a sound primer sealer coat when you are doing the painting process on plaster. So these are the methods to remove the plaster stains, the rusty stains from the plaster. Other than this, sometimes water also contains metal fragments, which in this slide we have to discuss about the falling of plaster.